Hello everyone, this is Alex Designman. In this video I will make a review for a portfolio of one of my students. So this is the first page of the portfolio. Here we have the name and here we have mechanical engineer design portfolio. The first thing I will say here, I also say this in the courses where I explain how to make your portfolio, is to center all of this in the center of the page. Everything has to look organized in your portfolio, especially if you're an engineer. So an engineer has to be organized. I was also mentioning in the courses, if you have more than one name, it's better to shorten some of them and to write just the letter of the beginning of that name in the middle. So for example, here we have the name, then you can write E dot N dot and then the surname, and you just write the name that you want people to call you. And also you want to be careful with all the grammar rules. For example, I see here capital letters for mechanical engineer for design, but portfolio with a non-capital letter. So it's better if you only use a capital letter at the beginning of a phrase. So for example, you can have mechanical engineer and under it you can have design portfolio. So you can have a capital letter at the beginning of each of those phrases. So I believe those rules are in any language in grammar. Apart from all of those, it's okay to have like a blank page. It's very simple. It's a very simple portfolio. This is the second page. So again, in here you want to check the grammar, because the grammar is not correct in this text here. So that is very important, especially today when you have so many tools online to check the grammar and to solve it. And also you want to have this written like a letter. So this looks more like a DM, like a message that you send to someone online, hi, comma, and then you just start writing. But in reality, it's better if you write hello, comma, and then you start on the next row with the message. And you can only say thank you for taking some time to see my portfolio. So this portfolio, it's about your projects. So it doesn't make sense to invite someone to write you an email or to check your LinkedIn if they want to see your projects, because they should be all here. So you should have a section where you have only contacts. So you want to have your LinkedIn link, like you see here appearing when I hover over the name. It says LinkedIn. So you want to have the link visible, not your name and under it like a link, because people usually when they click on something, they want to see the link that they are going to be clicking on. And also they can copy paste it and put it in the browser. So it's better to not have like a hyperlink, like you have here this blue text. So this is a hyperlink. So you might want to cancel that and just add something that can be copy paste. And the same with the email, just have it. People, they can just do this and they can just copy paste wherever they want. Then we have an about me section. If you didn't do my CV portfolio interview course, I suggest you do that, because I give a lot of advice there about how to write the text in a portfolio and in a CV. So how to use certain words. And also you want to check your grammar. Again, here we have capital letters where they should not be in the middle of the sentence. Also, you don't have to write CATIA V5 self-taught. At the end of the day, every software is self-taught because you are going to learn it yourself. And again, other grammar rules. You don't want to start a sentence with a number, so you should write 1. So everything in letters. And I mentioned this in the course about portfolio and CV. You want to be really direct and clear with what your experience is. If you say owners information team at Stellantis, it's not clear what that means. So I don't know what that means. Was the owner information team. Also, I see this a lot, people writing design different mechanical parts, components or projects. So this word different, it shouldn't be here because it doesn't make any sense. You can just say here that you have X number of years experience in designing mechanical components and projects. And you don't have to write here all those companies, because you have the CV where they are going to see all the details about the places that you have been working and so on. So this is just a small description where everybody can see like kind of how much time you have been working in CAD, in what domains, in what industries. You don't need to give all of those details. Here we have the index. So the index, it looks okay. The only thing I do not understand here is this writing between brackets, school competition. So you don't have to write this because I don't understand what it means. So maybe write an explanation on the page where when we are going to get to this page, just right there. This project is a part of a competition that I did in school. Just a small message in there. Again, some work in CATIA V5. You don't have to write this. It just does not sound right. You can just write CATIA V5 projects, Siemens NX projects, another little project. So grammatically this is not correct. You can just write here other projects, very simple. But the way it looks, the index, it's very okay. So it's in the center of the page. So let's go forward. So I just noticed here, mechanical projects in SolidWorks. There is no page for this, so I assume this is some kind of a title. And you can take it off because I don't see the same thing, but for CATIA V5, for example, mechanical projects in CATIA V5. So just you can just add numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can also add the numbers on the pages. But this title does not belong here, so it's not needed. Here we have the go-kart. So we have a render, a real life picture. So let's see the next page. So this is just one page for this kart. So you want to show more details about this because this it's not clear that you are the one who designed this. So you want to have this only this exploded view with the bomb on one page. So this is very small. Nobody can see what is going on here. So you want to have this as big as a page. And you can have one page for those 3 pictures. And you want to show more details about the parts that have been designed here. What does this mean? Does this mean that you designed all this kart? Because this is what you need to show them. This is what they are going to ask themselves. Or you are copy pasting a kart that somebody else designed in your project. You want to be very clear with that. So if you design something, you are going to give details about the most important parts of this. Maybe the frame, the engine, the transmission, or something like that. Here we have mold of sliders. So again, it's the same story here. You want to add details about this mold. So look how many things there are inside this mold. So you want to add details about this. You want to have a full page about this CAD model, and maybe just one page after that for the pictures or other stuff. So this is not clear that you have designed this in from this portfolio. So you need to add more pages explaining in details how you design this. Mold of plastic button. So it's okay, it's the same story here. You need to add more details about this. Another exploded view that cannot be seen. So it needs to be bigger so I can see the text, so I can see the parts. So maybe the individual parts of a mold are very simple. It's just blocks of metal with holes and channels and everything. That's why you want, on a project like this, you want to concentrate more on the assembly and how this works. Doors for operating room. So again, here you want to add an exploded view where you show exactly what, how is this door designed, how is the assembly made, and so on. And here you have a drawing. So this is a fight robot. So it's the same story here. I don't see any details that prove that you designed this. So you need to show that, you need to explode this and show all the individual parts. So I explain very well in the courses how to design those parts and what kind of details you can add. So you might want to watch all of those videos again. Crown wheel and pinion. So in here I can already see some details. So maybe you want to show here how you designed all of those on the crown wheel. And here again we have a drawing, so you might want to add this alone in one page and more CAD details about how this wheel has been designed. So if you go in the CAD software and you have the specification tree, this is what you want to show. You want to show the features that you use to design this. If you're a CAD engineer, that's what you want to show. You want to show how you use the software. And even if you're a mechanical design engineer, you want to show them that you know mechanical engineering and also CAD design. Model Mania parts. So again, you want to show some details about how those parts were designed. So those parts are mechanical parts, those are cool. You can add one page for each of the parts showing a picture with the part here and then many details from the specification tree about how was this part designed. So you can have a few pages like this in your portfolio, it can be very good. Another little project, so I discussed about this, the title it's not right, so you can delete the jar. If your mechanical design engineers do not design jars. So I said this before, I say in the courses, no furniture and no bizarre parts that you can find in the kitchen or in the bathroom or something like that. Stainless steel cap, let's say this can be some kind of mechanical project because you have like a part here that moves. But again, you want to show how this works and why you designed this. Motorcycle upper steering stem, so this is an individual part. This one deserved its own page because it's a little more complex. Universal joint, so this is a big project. This one deserves a few pages showing how you design this. Again, you don't want the interviewers or the employers watching your portfolio to think that you just copy pasted those from the internet or from somebody else and you put a picture here saying that you designed them. So you need to show something, you need to show proof that you designed that, especially when they took some time from their own time to watch your portfolio. So that's a big thing, you need to show them something. Gears, again, you want to show what this project is about because it's not clear from here what this project with gears it's about. So I'm working CATIA V5, so this is from my courses. And this is a very simple project, I wouldn't add this in a portfolio, the same with the drawing. So you have a lot of stuff in your portfolio which is more complex than this. And also the oil pan, this is just a sketch of an oil pan, so this is not really an oil pan. So a real oil pan has more features around here, so it's some kind of unfinished project. So again, I have a lot of complex projects in my courses that you should take. So those are the most simple ones, which should not be in a portfolio. So I'm working Siemens NX, the same story here. You want to show more details. This is a nice bracket. You can have a page for this, a CPU fan. You can have a whole page for this. Delete the chest tower. This is a wooden part or a plastic part, so you don't necessarily want to show something like this. The piston, I will delete this because this, at least you want to design the whole assembly, not just a part from the piston. And you can have a page for a hinge like this, but again, you want to show the assembly, an exploded view, and how was this design. So you have a lot of work to do with this portfolio, but also a lot of potential. There are a lot of projects here that you can use. So I recommend you to watch my course. If you don't have it, just let me know and I will give you the course. Maybe you need to watch the videos in the course 2 times so you can remember all of those rules. Maybe write them down and apply the rule that I talk about in all the courses and apply the technique that I talk about in all the courses, where you need to make 3 versions of your portfolio. If this is version 1, you make version 2 and then watch it again and remake it with version 3. So it has to be made better all the time. So of course, when you finish the next version, you can let me know so I can have another look. Until then, I hope you find this useful and see you in the next video.